Yo, what's up, Kit? Chillin'. That's unusual. Normally you're always out and about. But I too am chillin', as they say. Petting sassy and relaxing. I have much adulting to do later. That sounds like you. Lots of adulting. That's good. Well, hopefully you're able to enjoy your time relaxing for a bit. Yo, what's up, Shard? Adulting is hard, yeah. I had to do that today. I took my dog to the vet. He had surgery today. Or at least they call it surgery. But he just had his teeth cleaning. Teeth cleaned? Okay, so it's just like random damage procs. You have veg in the garden. Cucumbers are nearly pickable. Oh shit. The peppers are growing and adorable. The tomatoes are mega cute little guys. Heck yeah. Sounds like you got a little family out there. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I think I always forget how to okay, there we go. I feel like I need to finish out some of my tanks for this season. First time you've grown string beans, you're excited. Purple string beans. I didn't even know that was a thing. How big is your do you have, like, a big garden? Do you have, like, a farm? Are you, like, a farmer? Got the farmland out there? What key are we doing? 18. What is this guy doing? Alright, Jack's putting me through the goddamn ringer, so I gotta lock in for this key. It's so weird that, like, my it didn't, like, save my boots, or it didn't copy them over. My Nathria booties. Whatever, it's fine. I really like the Nathria Mog. I'm a little yeah, I'm gonna be a little concerned for this run. We have strategically placed some planting vessels inside a crop cage. It's in the backyard, and I placed protective mesh around tomatoes to keep the cats out. Oh, nice. Is it just cats though, or is it also like rabbits and stuff? I'd imagine it's a lot of different critters that are trying to get into your veggies. I think I, I think I die. I mean, I'll like I don't even know what I can tank to be tankier. Like I could go fight. I'm gonna be selfish. I press it manually. I press ignore pain manually. I think the only tank right now that I'm playing where like I just like macroed the mitigation in is demon spikes on demon hunter. I was normally against it because I don't like that, but there's no reason not to because you can have permanent uptime, so it just makes it easier not to have to even ever think about demon spikes. But with the change to druid, where your iron fur gives you procs of ravage and vice versa, like there's a little bit of decision making there. But I think you could do it on Guardian Druid, but I don't think it's a wise decision on Warrior because the absorb caps. If there wasn't a cap, yeah, you would ignore pain all day and just macro it into every ability. But the idea that you have rage to spend on shield block, you have rage to spend on ignore pain, obviously, and also you can spend rage on revenge. You have like it's a decision making process, and if you only ignore pain and you don't put up shield block, you're dead. If you put up shield block, you're a little bit safe, but you want to ignore pain to complement it, and then you also want to be able to dish damage out when you're not taking damage. The, second boss in here is gonna be really rough for me, but we should be able to make it work. I think. Maybe you know what? I'm just gonna do this. I wanna test out the trinket, but I think this is one of the only dungeons I'm actually, like, scared of when it comes to the tank buster. Which tank do you think will be top picks for pugging? Prop Paladin's looking pretty good, I think, this season. Like, it looks a lot tankier. Oh, we're dead. I thought I said focus to the sky, but guess not. Volley's going off again. Yeah, I think Paladin's like a safe choice. I think Warrior will be a safe choice as well. Both tanks are really like, but I shouldn't say really sturdy, but they're pretty sturdy. And then you obviously have, I think, I don't know. I'm so torn on Vengeance because it felt strong yesterday despite even not playing it well. So I think like a Pug could just like pick it up and be fine. Yeah, if we're not gonna kick, I'm not gonna pull that much. So it's all good. My bad. We also didn't swap the totems there either. I think the magma totems actually do a lot of damage. I'd actually have to look at a log to look, but you know what I should do? I need to. I think I go here maybe, and then I need my kick on my bar, and then I need to go edit mode, quick keybind mode, Shift X, and now I should be able to set focus, and I should be able to actually kick this time. It's awkward. Battle Scarred Veteran is down for a little bit here. It's okay. Can I click that far? Oh, I can. Shit. Nice. W. Wow. This totem, I don't know if the totem's actually doing a lot, but I don't think it helps. Oh, are the lava bolts always on me? It's actually kind of good to know. I don't know if they're actually always on me. That one there looked like it was trying to cast on someone. I don't like not doing this. I don't like doing this guy by himself, though. It kind of feels bad. What are those water bubbles? They are a trinket called the First Mate Shell Ward from the Shell Ward from the fourth boss of the raid. It's a 40% DR that does damage to attackers, so it's like a thorns. It has like a thorns effect. And then when you dip below 40% health, it's an 80% absorb instead. So it's a really powerful DR if you need an additional DR. Most tanks probably won't play it, but I'm running it in here because the second boss is insanely hard right now for Prot Warrior, at least from my experience so far. So we'll see how it ends up playing out. Yeah, I don't like doing that guy by himself kind of sucks. I think it's really cool. Yeah, it's a really cool trinket, and I've always really enjoyed like defensive trinkets, despite it not being a popular choice for most tanks. A lot of tanks just want to run damage trinkets, but um, when it does come to defensive design, I think it is so cool. It's so good. It has main stat on it. Um, and it can also proc mains or sorry, like tertiary stats, so leech and or avoidance, if you get it to drop. It's right here. Oh, I need to not stand in this. So it gives strength and agility, so any tank can use it. Deploy a shell word to absorb up to 40% of incoming damage until 400k has been prevented. Up to like, and it lasts for 30 seconds. Uh, deals 12,000 or 17,000 damage to physical attackers. Yeah, I really like stuff like that too. I like tank targets that are defensive, but also like offer a little bit of offensive value. I'm planning on playing Prot Warrior more. I don't think I'll ever main anything but Brewmaster, but I I normally like to play Prot Warrior when it feels good to play. And in season one, I wasn't a huge fan of it, but I do like how it feels right now. I'm playing Thane. I haven't played Thane yet. Thane feels okay. I just don't like how like button mashy it is. It's just like Thunderclap, Shield Slam, Thunderclap, Shield Slam forever, and that's not super fun to me. I like Thane a little bit more because I like the burst window that it has. How did I like prop outing yesterday? It was okay. I'm just not good at it. I just need to like I need some more reps on it. It felt like a little clunky. I don't like its current Apex talent because it feels like overwhelming at times. Like it feels like you have such a high influx of holy power that it's just like hard to spend it all. DH feels better, but I don't know why because they didn't really change much outside of the fact like they have a different tier set that does fire damage and um he just has better second or it has more secondary stats. Like it feels okay, but I think there's an issue with Eldraki. I think it's undertuned. Uh, I say that as someone who's very bad at Eldraki or have not played it in a while. I don't like the RNG element of their Apex and their hero talent though. But that might also just be like that might be mob design. Like there aren't as many like tank bustery mobs right now, which probably helps the DH. And there's not like a ton of healing absorbs and like random weird things. Like the RNG only matters when like you need consistency. Yeah, and the thing is, like, I've played Paladin at a high level in the past. I'm just like I haven't played it in a while. Sure, I will move this way. Yeah, there's a lot I want them to do with DH, though. I want them to make Feldev good again. Like Feldev feels like such a bad button to hit. I want Eldraki to be a little bit stronger as well. Stop. I'm trying to move so the DKs can keep doing damage, and the DKs just like strafing with me. It's like, bruh, I'm trying to help you. I keep charging into that. Get him up. That's what he gets for tunneling. Damn. We are in the danger zone right now. This boss differs a lot based on if you have a melee comp or a range comp. If you have 3 range DPS, this boss fight is just like doesn't even matter. It's like a target dummy. But when you have melee, especially melee who are greedy, it gets really annoying. Maybe I should let it knock me back instead of charging back in. Oh, you get targeted by multiple if oh, this guy's so dead. Interesting. Yeah, the fact that it ideally we get the fuck out of here, right? It's gonna knock me back. Which set is disappearing? It's this set, right? Oh my god, please. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's good to know that AMS just immunes that dot completely. I hate that the boss keeps like he keeps like running through me. It's annoying. Surely we kill here, right? It's funny because I thought, like, honestly, when I think about this dungeon up to this point, I thought this first boss was chill, and I thought the first like area was really chill. I thought I was gonna be the one dying. Kind of want to move with this, but I just one shot that totem. Okay, that's annoying. I'm trying to like pull more, but mad shriek. 70k shield slam. GG. Huh. Oh, we also can't kick, which is also my fault because I definitely didn't kick. What is a screamer? I'm hoping the second boss isn't as bad as I think if I go in with like a good Menti B. We just have to. I should have pulled these earlier. It's all good. We're gonna try to skip this pack. No, I do. I don't know if I have it bound. I'll be honest. Yeah, I don't have it on my bar. Uh, but also we should just never get feared. So there we go. I should probably mark the other screamer. Why do we? I'm so confused why we mark or why this. I don't know who is doing it, but someone's marking it with moon, but then not kicking. Very good. Thanks for YouTube comment. You've been you have me wanting to jump back in next season. You definitely should. But if you don't, it's also okay. It's a video game. You should play whatever's fun. Maybe Reavers are not a good pull. Maybe I pull the other mouse instead. The Warlock's just in like Asia. Is left or right side better? It's a really good question. Is this a frontal? I think right side allows you to pull bigger, but I think there's like a little bit more like kicks you need to make sure you're getting where the left side, like the pulls are really small. But it's just I don't know, it's like simpler, right? Because there's like one mechanic you do at a time. They're like little mini boss fights almost. I kind of prefer left, but you can definitely play both. It's either way. Dude, this guy just literally said I'm end and left the key. That's so good. That's I'm gonna start using that. I'm end. Is the stat prio for Protware haste crit verse? How much is good for Mythic Plus? Uh uh that's a good question. I don't know. The like historical stat weights, that's like relatively correct. You go like haste crit and then verse, like those are your three, and you kind of like master is really down bad. Um I just don't know what the values look like. Like you love haste. You should always love haste. Like haste on every item is like generally a really safe bet. The breakpoints for crit and verse kind of depend on the season and how stats scale. Crit you can definitely push up to 30%, but I wouldn't go much past that. And then you want everything else in the verse. I just don't know what we're going to be getting to. Like right now, being scaled up to 320. I think I'm being scaled up right now. I just don't know what I'm 328 is what I'm being scaled up to. So I have almost 30% haste, but my crit's still at 21%. Now I don't have super optimized gear, but I don't think you're going to hit any breakpoints that you want to avoid or aim for. So, I mean, those stats are just good. Do you just have ignore pain macro or did they change something? I have it. It's on a hidden action bar. I still have it macro and I'm still hitting it. You can see here, it's still my top heal. It's not macroed into anything. I'm actively hitting it. It's just the keybind is hidden because I generally hide keybinds that I'm either, well, I'm hitting them regularly, but I'm also like they don't have a cooldown, right? So that doesn't, it doesn't, I don't need it to be shown. Where am I? Dude, I just had flashbacks of uh what was that place called? Why am I blinking out? Koresh. I saw that giant pillar and I thought I was on Koresh for a second. I was like, wait, how did I get here? Did I get any good spell reflect damage that dungeon? I think I spell reflected a couple of bolts earlier on, but I don't think there's any like good boss reflects. The first dungeon was a shit show. I wouldn't worry about missing it. It was that was kind of rough. I'm currently using the proc. I've done a little bit of math just hitting on training dummies. I just think that even with the 30-second reduction on Ravager from the tier set, I think the procs are still just better. The argument for the Ravager on use is just the agency over the proc, like knowing I'm going to use it here to get rage gen, to get damage, to get healing. But I just think the procs are just overall a bigger damage gain than not. Oh, did they just post it? Let me try to take a gander here. Oh, is it gonna start now? I thought this started tomorrow for some reason. Ruby life pools, general slowed down ability pacing on all boss encounters. On all boss encounters. That'll be I think this is mostly good for the third boss. I don't remember this really mattering on the first and second. I thought the first and second had good pacing. I guess maybe like there was a pretty tight damage check on the second boss. Chillstorm's movement force has been reduced. Frigid Start is now interruptible. Oh no, that's so bad. It's bad for Prot Warriors, man. Because you used to just be able to spell reflect and then no one can actually interrupt it. When you try to play Prot Warrior in pug groups, people will kick and they only ever kick when you're trying to reflect. They don't they never kick when you don't have reflect. What key are we listed for? Murder Row. I wonder when this is gonna start. Is it gonna be later today or server's gonna go down? This might be a stream twice day. If servers go down for a bit, I might have to stop and I'm gonna go pick up my dog from the vet. But Ritual Blazing now applies a rim visual. Okay, that's good. The visual clarity was rough. I've had a lot of players die to just like getting hit by the boulder. Molten boulders now have a clear directional indicator. I'd like to see what the pacing looks like because it was a pretty tight damage check originally, so we'll see. Kareka and Urquhart's. Flaming Embers no longer reapply Inferno Spit. So that was that stacking dot, right? Improved cloud. So it's like it mostly like it seems like it's visual updates outside of the first boss, and then they did slow down ability pacing. So I'm interested to see what that looks like. Are they patrolling on the ground now? When you ran the time walking last week, the dragons didn't exist, but maybe they didn't exist in normal and heroic versions of that dungeon. So maybe that's just true. The patrolling dragons was rough because in high keys you wanted to skip them, either one or both of them, and they were in pugs. If you tried doing the same thing, people always pull it because you have to have everyone understanding like the pacing, the pathing of them. Is that a note in here? Did I just like skim past it? Oh, yeah, okay. I just didn't read all the rest of the changes. So the trash density is something that I was definitely concerned about, but mostly the caster density. I don't really care about having big trash pulls. I like big trash pulls, and I think DPS also like big trash pulls, right? There's like too many casters at the start of the dungeon. Those all seem good though. It's like one of those things where it's like it's hard for me to like read this, especially with the dungeon being so old and remembering exactly where everything was and how it works. So it's one of those things that I just want to kind of see it. Same with Temple and same with King's Rest. It's been so long. I had a dream about King's Rest the other night though. I'm actually psychotic. I'm actually insane. Does anyone else dream about video games? What do you think about Prot Warrior? Is it good for next season? It can be, yeah. I think it's pretty good. Think about playing Arms and Fury for your guild. Do you think Prot will be viable for Mythic Plus? Yeah, I think Prot's gonna look so good this season. A lot of people have been hyping up like VDH and Prot Paladin again, but man, I'm on the Prot Warrior hype train. Like I think Prot's gonna be it's looking like a really strong tank. At least in the dungeons we've tested so far. The only dungeon that's tough is Voidscar Arena, and the only reason it's tough is because the second boss is a beast. While we keep looking for a group here. Okay, Temple. General, reworked the gauntlet sequence prior to the final boss to remove the need for players to be in a timeout while energizing the orb. Okay, that's good. Redesigned ability packs, packages, and trash pack spawning composition throughout the dungeon to improve readability, consistency, and counterplay opportunities. I feel like this is a dungeon that everything's going to be different. Like, not everything, but like most things are going to be different. I hope that there's no invisible mob. I really don't like invisible mobs in dungeons. I hope they actually like aren't shrouded anymore. Especially with the patrolling ones. Like the fact that there was invisible mobs that also patrolled was like so criminal, right? Do you have knowledge about which tank is the most tanky on PTR currently? I think most tanks are tanky. I haven't had an issue living on most of my tanks outside of a few, like, very specific instances of, like, large pulls or, a very specific boss fight. But I'd say all the 4 tanks that I've tested so far have been really, really, really good. Adjust their shield swap on a threshold. I see, the thing is I don't remember any of these mechanics. It's been so long since we've run this place. I'm hoping Galvzat is chill. I mean, I know healers really like this boss as like a heal check, but I hope dude, this was such a criminal fight, and I felt like it actually required a little bit of coordination and high keys back in the day. This is a dungeon that I think I need to see again before I like make any comments. Like these notes don't mean anything to me right now. Like I just like seeing mechanical clarity though. That's like really good. If it's anything like their recent bosses, I think it'll be good. I see. Here's the thing about the last boss. I liked out of all the bosses in King's Rest, Dazar was the one fight that I really liked. I loved the spears falling from the sky. I loved the raptors spawning in. Like I just liked Dazar. So we'll see. I mean, it could also be a banger new fight. They've been really killing it lately. I feel like a lot of the Midnight dungeons and the Altar of Fangs dungeon, like the Altar of Fangs boss fights, are so good. Like they're so good. Spit Gold's damage has been adjusted to modern tuning standards. Thank God, because this is like one-shotting people. Molten Gold and Animated Gold now have limited duration instead of lasting the entirety of the encounter. Okay. This is a really good change because the strategy back in the day was literally kite forever, but also back in the day you used to just be able to CC forever by using like Master Root and stuff. Master Root no longer works like that. Encounter is now a fixed sequence instead of a weekly rotation. That's good. God, dude, do you remember this inconsistency that the game used to have? Like mobs be like, do you guys remember teaming as an affix? Holy shit. Different mobs and different pulls like from week to week based on if it was teaming or not. Oh my lord. There's also some really brutal overlaps back then. No earthen wall totem. That's crazy. I'm saying that as if I know what that means. Shadow Zool can now move while casting Shadow Barrage. This is a really big change. Dark Revelation has been updated to only inflict damage to the 2 players within 20 yards. So you can like literally just kite it, yeah? Or move. Pool of Darkness, damage reduced by 30, and each pulse now increases player's damage by taken from spells by 20%. Okay. That's actually pretty good. They're obviously addressing some of the more complicated things in this dungeon. They didn't even touch the second boss. This is boss 1, this is boss 3, this is a mini boss, and this is the last boss. It's kind of surprising. I felt like third boss wasn't bad though. It's just like it was like you get. I don't think people like to getting imprisoned in the tomb and then having to find the right tomb is like. Oh, okay. Hopefully, I mean I don't know. I like the fight, but I wasn't. I was a tank. I never. I don't think I was ever put into a tomb. They might make it a boss, but also I don't think they will. Who knows? These all look like good changes though. Like especially when they are just mentioning like the clarity. Team with pugs sometimes was awful. I just think pugs are just playing with pugs is sometimes awful. I get people that would either run and click everything or not click a single one, and sometimes that fight sucked. Yeah, there's see, I was fortunate back then. Like I did play with a relatively set group. I was kind of a pug demon also back then, but I did have a group that I played with, just not as frequently. Yeah, you mean always? No, that was my guardian druid days. In BFA, I rated as shaman, but I did keys as guardian. Is warrior strong enough for high keys? It does appear to be so. There's one encounter that I'm a little concerned for, and that's the second boss of Voidscar Arena, which is Atroxus. This guy's tank buster is super overtuned right now. So it does full nature damage. Unlike most tank busters, which are mostly like they're like part physical, part magical. This is a pure magical tank buster that it does baseline 240k or 224k nature damage, and then it also applies a dot that does 60k nature damage every second for 10 seconds. So you're taking on a base mythic level, you are taking 230k up front, and then you're taking another three times that amount or two and a half times that amount over another 10 seconds. Not many tanks are good at mitigating that type of damage palette. And so that regardless of the tank you play, that's a very, very hard fight, and they need to tune this or rework this fight. Um Cleave toss. Oh, everything just blew up. Oh, is that from Seed? How's Brew feeling? Brew's good. I'll probably play it in a little bit. I didn't really want to play it with Jack playing our shaman, but I could maybe do it with Paladin, maybe. Brew feels good though. Just requires a little bit more healing. Yeah, I have ignored pain macro. It's my shift one keybind. It's just not showing. I'm surprised so many of you like literally I feel like you guys are asking that so much. That's crazy. Yeah, I have it macroed. It's just because it doesn't have a cooldown and I'm used to hitting it often, I just don't have it showing. Well, I can't really it's hard to tell what I'm targeting with these nameplates. Um there's no, it's just it's yeah, it's so funny when I don't have like it's the same on a lot of tanks I play. Like if a mitigation And if there's an ability that I don't need to be shown because it doesn't have a cooldown, uh, sorry, I'm like trying to figure out why the rogue can't do the thing. Oh no, we pulled the captain. I'm probably gonna die. These captains are real scary. Yeah, sorry. If there's an ability that doesn't have a cooldown, yeah, sorry. I'm all over the place. Yeah, if there's any kind of mitigation or cooldown that doesn't have a CD and I can hit it relatively frequently, I'm not gonna like have it show on my bar so I don't get like overstimulated. So it's the same with like Iron First, the same with Demon Spikes. If something that I just don't need to hit often, I hide it. Same with like dispels. Like you're very infrequently trying to dispel on cooldown, and so normally I don't need to track it because it's an 8-second CD. What add-on do you use to show shield block duration? It's base UI. Is it good? I wonder if there's a world where I pulled a bribed captain in earlier. Have I tried Prop Paladin? Yeah. I'm not a fan of how it's playing right now, but it seems pretty good. All right. I still don't have a group I play with. You play with yourself. That's a comp. But you that they know how to heal brew. Yeah, some healers. I don't know if that's they don't know how to heal brew, but I think you just get used to like not having to heal the tank as much. And if you can find a DPS or sorry, a healer who understands that they have to heal a brewmaster a little bit, it can be a glorious thing. Or you can be like my healer and he's like, I never heal you. And then I'm just like, oh, so I'm useless. Can I heroically? Oh my god. It like takes a second. It's really weird. Okay, I saved my shout. Oh, please click. I don't know why I block. It's fine. I don't like these nameplates. They're bouncing around too much. I saved my thing for the seduction, but I don't like these nameplates actually. Now that I'm playing with them more, I might go back to the fatter ones, but I will click it. Never mind. Oh, Jack. He just fucking... Dude, bro is coasting. This thing is just so brutal to pull. Mostly because there's I think two captains in the... Or another captain, and so your stacks get really, really high with this shield bash. By itself, it's okay. Yeah, I get he might be, I don't know, he's streaming. He might be saying we need to pull this captain for count, and this stupid tank isn't pulling it, so I will. Is Thane the better spec? I don't like it. If I don't know, they both feel good. Like I swapped to Thane because I thought I was gonna have an issue living um on the second boss in the last instance, and I just also wanted to just try Thane to see how it feels. But generally speaking, I don't like Thane's playstyle. Like it's very just like shield slam thunder blast. Like it's just that's all you're doing. You're just like shield slamming and thunder blasting. You're praying for procs, and it can feel good, but I like the big demolish windows every 30 seconds that you get. That also like proc bleeds. That also gives you haste, and I don't know. It just feels better to have like little amp windows where you're just fast as fuck. Yeah, if you don't have a poisonous spell in here, I feel like it's kind of chalked. Should hit shield wall more. I'm committing a lot to this pull. I hope I don't fall over any second. Thunder blast, thunder blast, thunder blast, thunder blast, thunder blast. Boom. We did it. We did it. All right. Them snitches got interrogated. You find yourself clueless on what to play next season? Feral Druid. I should have played that other trinket in here. What do you mean definitely not feral? Sounds like a great choice. Jesus Christ. This boss's voice lines are crazy goofy. So this is going to be one of those 10-minute boss fights. We're not kicking, so that's good. There we go. Nice. I don't know if it's better to wait for them all to spawn, and then you, like, try to hit multiple with one big CC, or if you just try to interrupt them as they come up. You're gonna end up tanking when no one wants to tank. Yeah, that's probably it. I got it. Don't even worry about it. Oh my lord. Naughty little nibbles. Give me Thunder Blast back. What a freaking weirdo. Yeah, as soon as you have a DPS who's doing like 100k DPS, it's just GG, I think. Is there an add-on to tell you when there's a spell cast on you? Yeah. There is. I don't use anything like that. I know I should. I definitely know I should, but I don't like it. I just don't think on a 15 that this should be this long of a boss, you know? Like, we're almost at 4 minutes, and we're about to enter a 4th phase. Now, luckily, the boss has taken only 20% reduced damage now, so we have that going for us. I'm just hoping I get to strip upstairs. Oh, is it that's doing a shitload of damage? Damn, Jack leaving that on me for that long? That's crazy. I think I think Spell Reflect is immuning the damage. I'd have to look at the log after this, but I think it's immuning the damage, but I don't think it's doing damage back. It did something there. Oh. Oh, I am for sure the stripper, dude. Either that or I'm a busboy. They wear similar garb in this place. I love a little nibble. It's like, Jesus Christ, lady. Please be. Oh, God damn it. I'm a waiter. I'm going to start with steak. I'm just going to fucking send it. This guy wants steak for sure. Cheese? No, everyone wants cheese. Here's your wine. Here's your goddamn cheese. Oh, who else? All right, we got a cheese enjoy. Dude, all these people are cheese enjoyers. This is a vibe. No, he took my. Okay. We'll get some wine for this lad over here. There you go. Enjoy. Oh, another wine enjoyer. Who's the busboy? This guy needs to clean up faster. Oh, shift's over. Go boss. I'm never gonna be able to just do the boss by itself. It's gonna suck. Jack, heal me, please. I'm dying. What's up, Delora? I see everyone's already asked how Prod Paladin was feeling. What was the consensus? Been itching to go back Prod? I think it's going to be in a better spot than it was in the first season. So I think if it's a tank that you enjoy, I think it'll be a competitive tank. Oh, sucks. I have a feeling this guy's hard staring at his action bars. Yeah, we're fucked. Now there's 2 feral barrels. No, 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 no. What are you doing? You gotta use both. Gotta do both. It's because we pulled a bunch of trash on the boss with less than a 10% damage amp. I'll get the poison barrel. Don't even worry about it. Shad, do you know if the barrels in Nexus have a max range or something when they blow up? Yeah, it's I think it's 60 yards. It's definitely possible to outrange them. You just have to like be very like. Are you talking about like the? I don't know if they do it first or second, but there's like a pull you can do. You kill all the flux engineers at the same time, and then you just book it. But you have to like pull them to a certain location in order to do that. And my group does something where we pull back. But like we pull trash to the barrels and then we kill them anyway. So it doesn't like yeah. Probably season 2, you seem super serial interested in prop alley and stuff that you've been watching. Yeah, yeah. Oh, like I will say this though, like you don't know what's people's like kind of like experience are on the tanks. And like if you were watching me play prop paladin, you'd think prop paladin's really bad. But if you're watching someone like Yoda play prop paladin, you're probably thinking it's really good. And I think it can be said for warrior too. Like warrior's a tank that I generally feel a little bit more comfortable with as a player. And so I might be making it look a little bit better. Not saying that I'm like crazy good at this class, but I am well practiced on it, and I've gotten a title or two as well. Also, I don't think this dungeon is hard. Like, I look good in this dungeon because there's nothing that does damage. Like, I don't know. Second pull, triple engineer, they run back to seer pull. Yeah, yeah. You can like if as long as you kill them all at the same time, and then you get the kick on the next adept. Yeah, you can definitely just like run it forward. Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, this area might be a little dangerous. I don't know. There it is. I don't like these nameplates. I gotta fix this after it. The one thing about this area that's gonna be hard though is these Fellhounds just do magic damage on hit. So I might be a little scared actually if I pull too many of them at once. What I don't like about these nameplates is I can't even see what I'm targeting. Just finish the season. BDK 17s and 18s. Everything looks stable to you. You've been watching Yoda on Paladin. Yeah, Yoda's been. It's funny because like he's been jamming on the Paladin. It's doing really well, but he's like, I fucking this class sucks. It's like so funny, so funny to me. Um, I I think I think BDK and Guardian will also be good this season. I just haven't tested them yet because Guardian's bugged. And I'm hoping that when they like push a new build that it's fixed, but we'll see. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't played a tank where I'm just like this freaking sucks. Oh, that drain life like the last 2% kind of blows. Something duality. Yeah. Yeah. Something duality is right. So what's happening is and I don't know if this I haven't tested Moonbear. But what's happening with Druid of the Claw, which seems to be like I think what people are kind of leaning towards, especially after the bear rework. So what they've done is they like reworked the Apex talent and stuff. So it just like works differently. So Druid of the Claw is looking to be strong, but what's happening is your mangles are consuming your Ravage casts, and I don't know if it's because of the tier set or if it's because of a certain talent, but I haven't been able to figure out the talent, so it might be the tier set. But basically, like, your main source of damage and healing and like, buffs, right? Like, you're gaining, like, 8% agility, and, like, it's healing you a ton, and, like, there's so many things that your ability does, but whenever it procs and you cast Mangle, it instantly gets consumed, and then you can't actually Ravage, you just have to, like, raise or maul or whatever you're playing, so that's making it hard to test because it's inconsistent. My shield block fell there for a second. That was spooky. Rogue's offline. Server shut down in 15 minutes. Oh. Huh. Okay. That was the fastest 15 minutes I've ever seen. That was server shut down. I was like, oh, okay, we'll finish the key and then we'll chill. But yeah, we're just
like my uncle
we're bricked up.
once
Wait,
said,
no,
with
not
great
bricked up.
Power comes great big
Yo,
bitches.
Baldy, thanks so much for the sub. Hopefully you're having a good day. Yeah, that's crazy to me. I messaged Jack. Maybe we'll resume in a bit. Gonna tell my wife I last 15 minutes. Yeah, dude. If that's if that's 15 minutes, man, I can last like half an hour. Dude, it was literally 15 minutes and it instantly shut off. That's wild. New BDK tier set this week. Yes. I don't remember what it does. I can try to pull it up. I had Kyrasis try to explain to me, but I'm an idiot. Let me see if I have this saved. So they're saying we're looking at smoothing out the damage intake of blood outside of their cooldown window by increasing consistency and uptime of their Apex talent. So they're buffing that. But I believe oh, this isn't even the link. There's a different one with the tier set. Never mind, this is a bad one. Let me try to find it. And they didn't implement it last week. Yeah, it's like you get like a ramping buff, and then when you marrow rend, it just gives you a shitload of, like, it gives you stats and stuff. It sounds kind of goofy, and it sounds like it might lean a little bit more into, I mean, you hit marrow rend regardless, but it feels like it's gonna, like, a gut feeling, it sounds like it's gonna be a little bit better for Deathbringer, but also who knows. Ever since they got rid of marrow rend stacking from Blood Boil with the what was it, Visceral Strength, I believe it was the talent's name, with Sand Lane, I just feel like Sand Lane is just not the play in Mythic Plus. It's like so awkward to have to be hitting Marrow Rend so much without getting a reward from it. I'm hoping servers aren't down long. I'm gonna see if I can find this article, but I'm pretty excited for the changes. Their notes on the returning dungeon seem really good. Yeah, I'm also curious to see RLP though. RLP, I feel like a lot of people don't like the dungeon, or when they think RLP, they think like early Dragonflight Season 1 before, like, they clearly had to make some changes. Like, the last boss, crazy healing check. The mini bosses around like the upper ring, crazy healing check. Then when you started skipping it, it made like the boss encounter space like really specific. Also, like not updated visuals. There were so many casters. Like it was just a hard dungeon, but I think a lot of players. Okay, I shouldn't say a lot. I think a lot. I keep saying a lot. Some players really like the dungeon, right? I think it had like an interesting difficulty to it that you don't often experience. The DS hits sound nice from Shadowlands or Sand Lane. Why Shadowlands? Oh my god. Tell me you're old without saying you're old. Uh but DB just feels bland and boring. Yeah, I prefer the idea of Sand Lane and the way it normally plays. I like in a vacuum, but as soon as you try to implement it into Mythic Plus play, it just doesn't feel good. Yeah, we'll see the last boss of Temple. I haven't done Temple in so long that I just like don't even know. I don't remember. Like I remember there was like 4 ads and you had to like kill them. And I think that's it. I don't really remember what was going on. You had to like circle around the room and like kill them, and weren't there some like weird purge dispel bullshit that was going on too? Like I'm not really sure. Let me see if I can find those notes. Uh, donde donde está? Loading screen. Is it this or was this super old? No, it wasn't that. It should be like the development notes. What was last week? Like, it should have been around July 1st. July 1st. There they are. Okay, here it is. So we're in the process of reworking Blood's tier design, and those changes won't be available this week, but it will be available basically in the next week's build. So when you Death Strike, you gain a stack of Blood Debt, increasing your strength by 0.5 up to 5%. So it's kind of similar to the VDH Apex talent, where whenever you don't hit on like your spender, you gain a sacking agility buff. So kind of the same thing here. When you reach 10 stacks, your next Mirror Rend consumes it, granting 10 strength, so doubling it, right? And for 10 seconds. Now, how often are you Death Striking? Every 3rd global? Every 4th global? So I feel like this should stack up fairly quickly. It's probably every 45 seconds. You'll probably be sending this every 45 seconds to a minute. You'll be getting 10% strength for 10 seconds. So the uptime on it's going to be probably like 18%, I'd imagine, 15 to 18%. And that's just the 2 set. The 4 set, when you consume Blood Debt, your Mirror grants 3 additional Bone Shield charges, which I don't think matters, and then it's going to deal shadow damage like AoE. So we'll have to see what the tuning looks like on this. I'd imagine it's not going to be anything crazy. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it looks. When monsters come out at night. It is shadow damage, but they might do something weird where like it does shadow damage, but it's not scaled by modifiers or some weird stuff. Like I know Brewmaster has that issue right now with their tier set. It increases physical damage done to the mobs that are afflicted by your tier set, but it's only physical abilities that you actually cast and not like any kind of passive physicals. So like for example, like Flurry Strikes doesn't get increased damage right now, nor does Overwhelming Force. So I don't know if they're gonna do something weird where it's just like a static amount that doesn't like scale. I don't know. How long does the stack last? Well, I don't think they stated here, so we don't really know because it's not yet implemented, and hopefully it's implemented in this build. So when they implement this set is when I plan on testing Death Knight. The buff, when you consume it, lasts for 10 seconds, and assuming you can Death Strike every like 4th global, 3rd to 4th global, which I'm assuming is like the natural cadence from like if I'm trying to remember correctly, I feel like you'll proc it roughly every like 45 seconds, give or take. It's just going to be awkward because if you try to line up the strength bonus with your CDs, you kind of have to like The first one you proc in combat shouldn't line up, but the second one should, maybe? There's potential that you'll get bonuses, especially if does this Mirror Rend cast proc off of your Dancing Rune weapons, meaning that it can hit multiple times if you have, like, Dancing Rune weapon active? Like, that would be interesting. Or if it's only your Mirror Rend that procs it. Just things to kind of think about. But yeah, this buff lasts for 10 seconds. I just don't know how long this buff lasts, but I'm sure you'll never have it fall off if you're in combat. Like, they're not going to make it a 2-second buff or some weird shit where you have to, like, deliberately pool resources, and yeah, they won't do that. I wonder if that Mirror and proc off of Exterminate for Deathbringer. Maybe. I mean, I don't know. Like, we only could kind of theorize right now, and there's probably a lot of cool possibilities or maybe questions about it too, but um, we won't know until it's obviously implemented. It might fall off between packs, but DKs generally want to chain, right? Like, Death Knight especially is a tank that going into a pull dry without anything rolling is, like, kind of a trap. I think BDKs, similar to, like, Brewmaster Monks, and I actually, like, most tanks outside of maybe, like, Prot Warrior, like, really, really want to be chaining. So they're in combat, always generating resources and maintaining their mitigation. Yeah, or it lasts for 30 seconds and then it never matters. It's gonna be like a 30-second buff, right? Like, it's always on you until, like, you actually drop combat for a long period of time. Like, let's say you kill last boss or second boss in Nexus Point, like, that fly back and then channeling the RP, like, then it might fall off, but I doubt it's gonna be anything shorter than, like, 10 seconds. I'd imagine it's gonna at least be 15 or 20. But I'd be surprised. I'd be surprised if it's shorter than, like, 15 seconds. It seems like Blizzard's general philosophy is they're trying to, like, remove that min-max stuff, right? Like, they don't really want, like, a good DK from, like, an average DK to, like, be optimizing stuff like that. They just, like, don't want players to do that anymore, it feels like. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but I don't know how long it's gonna take for this to come up, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna probably swap over to regular WoW and just play that for a bit while we wait for this to reconnect. I think that's gonna be the play. Oh my god, there's an update on this as well. Oh my god, I'm gonna scream. Did I launch it twice? Or was that the other servers? I'm so wait, what just happened? Pre-high keys, you'll get BDKs hitting target dummies stack that I'm going to first pull. You might, if it lasts. Blizzard, I feel like, wipes things a lot, though. Do they not? Like, I know, like, Shadowpan monks used to do that, like, where you'd ramp up you'd, like, you wouldn't ramp up anything, but you'd, like, there's a specific order to your rotation of Flurry Strike procs, and you would, like, purposely fish for the right proc to proc at the start of a dungeon. Yeah, well, Incarn's a little different. Like, that's a 3-minute CD. Obviously, like, there's cooldown reduction, but that's like a 3-minute CD that I don't know, doesn't get wiped. But, like, a lot of buffs, like temporary buffs, will get wiped at the start of keys. I didn't even do in that. Oh my god, I literally just didn't even get enough to get coins. Do I need sockets on any of my gear? I don't think so. And I can't even get a reroll, so I think I just take Prism, actually. No, no turts. No turts. Is it even worth taking this? Or maybe I just take coins. That'll put me at 4 coins. I don't really need extra rerolls. Fuck it. No, it didn't stop them a couple seasons ago, but it also it's like I think Blizzard has been a little bit more particular about what buffs they want people to have at the start of the game what don't. I don't know if Tempest stacking still works, but like yeah, it in season 1 of the War Within, yeah, that was definitely a thing. People stack buffs all the time. Warriors still stack. Fury Warrior and like Slayer Warriors, both Arms and Fury will priest like a okay, I should say it shouldn't be general. A very specific good warriors will stack their buff up at the start of the dungeon, so they have stacks going into the first pull with their Slayer. Imminent Demise or whatever it's called. That might even be the name of the buff, but they'll like pre-stack that. I feel like I should have Discord open just so I can see if they post anything with the builds. Have I tried an Apexless Colossus, since you don't really care about Thunderclap outside of applying rend? On Warrior? Like Prot Warrior? I don't think I've tried it on PTR yet. I think I'm playing just one Apex talent, though. I don't think I'm playing 4 at all. What's up, Intern? I need to start gearing some of my tanks, man. Because there's a few I want to play for next season, and I have a little bit more time to play, so I should be working on some of this stuff. I meant to check what key I had, actually. Guess it shouldn't really matter. Yeah, my DH is weak. Oh, folio time. Yes, yes, yes. I forgot about that. I should go and do my folio stuff. I also need to work on my DH a little bit. I want to get my Paladin a little bit more geared as well, and I want to get my Prot Warrior. I literally want to gear all my characters. You have big copium vibes for P-Pal, just simply due to them getting a rework. Yeah, I share your copium. I'm not a fan of the layout of the tree right now, but I'm also I haven't played or thought about Prop Paladin all that seriously in a while, and so I don't know if like the pathing is actually bad or if it's just me like not really understanding how the class is actually supposed to be working right now. It just feels like some of the pathing is just like off. I think the pathing looks really rough. It seems like you can't get all the talents you're kind of used to playing with, and it seems like there's some decisions in the tree that now you're being forced to play with that you normally wouldn't. And it's like a lot of like the single target traits, like that don't really make sense. Like you're like kind of being like almost forced to use. Um, so yeah, I have to spend more time playing Prop Out on PTR, and I also want to take more time looking at the tree. But there's a reason I haven't done like a review video yet. I just feel kind of out of touch with Paladin. You got roughly 2,500 more DPS using the crit folio, but I heard the buff is projected to be roughly 70 to 75% uptime. That'd be wild if the uptime's that good, because I don't feel like it procs that often. But who knows? What's my task? Collect one prime essence, from prime essence of magic from any final dungeon or delve boss. Is the fastest thing to do is just do a delve? Go to a tier 1 delve? Okay. This actually seems really easy. I was expecting to have to do like 30 freaking extraction whatever they're called. I don't even know what the little what is it? The ritual sites? What extraction. I think it would be best if I go here, but I kind of don't like this one. Oh, I'm gonna go do invasive growth. I like that one way more. I know I should just do the one to the south of the quest. This might make some of you cringe, but I'm gonna just go and do this one. I know it's probably faster to do this one because it's closer, but we're out of here. I like the invasive growth. I think the invasive growth one is also very quick. Yep, true. Talk to this bozo, get the thing, grab the bomb, and then you just pull. I feel like I should get some speed gear on. You had a 73% uptime in a 15 earlier. That's actually kind of wild. I would have not expected that. This is why I like this delve. It's like so quick. Ah. I gonna run verse? I don't know. I feel like my crit's low for my gear setup right now, so I think I would run crit. And then I can keep using a verse flask. But I know I can just click this, but I could also just run this script and it should port me out immediately. I can go try to test it. I feel like like this is the biggest power spike we're gonna get for the rest of the season. So like if you're pushing keys, this is it. This is your time to get whatever you need to get. PTR still down. I wonder if I should. I think I need to copy my account data again to PTR though, so I can have my folio. I think that's the play. I got like an hour ish before I have to go pick up my dog, so maybe I try running a key. All right, folio unlocked almost. Giving me my charge. Yeah, I feel like what's the average stack application you have? Is it like 2, 1.4, 3? I doubt it's 3. Like, there's no way. I'm wondering how high my crit will get because like 78 crit should bump me up a little bit. I am using a crit flask right now, so I'm at 36. Without crit flask, I'm at 32%. I could gem out crit maybe a little bit more, but I feel like I also want verse. It's averaging 3 stacks, or like that's the peak? Because I feel like the proc rate's not that off. Like it's often enough to maintain at least a stack, but I can't imagine it's like you're always at 3 plus stacks or anything like that. Yeah, it's over. They're individual, right? They're separate from each other, and so like you'll probably have moments where you have 3 stacks, but it goes up and down, right? There's an ebb and flow to it where you'll be at 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, like up and down. How's Prot Warrior? Prot Warrior feels really good on the PTR. I'm hoping to test it a little bit more today, but I have to go pick up my dog from the vet at around 4 o'clock, so I got like an hour and a half to game, and if servers aren't up, then so I'm already at 2 stacks, like almost immediately. I'm at 3, 4. You might be right. Wait, hold on. Or am I just getting crazy RNG? I'm at 5. 3, 2, 1, 2, back to 1. It had an explosive start, but now I'm just sitting at 1 and it just fell off. I don't have it at all right now. Back immediately to 2, up to 3. Just sitting at 3. It's giving me each one is getting me about 2% crit. So when I'm up to 5 stacks, I'm near 40%. But when I only have 1, I'm at 34. I don't know why I shot up to 5. I've seen 5 twice for like a brief second, but because they're individual stacks, right? They're gonna kind of fall off. Maybe you average like 2. It feels like there's proc per target per minute. So like they just fell off again. And now they're gonna start ramping up really quick here. So I'm at 1, 2, maybe I get to 3. Maybe not, I don't know. So I'd probably, with this setup, I'd probably run crit. I'd probably run Verse Flask and play crit. But I'm wondering what it looks like if I play Verse instead, and then I use a crit Flask to have my crit be consistent at 36. And then I can just send Verse and see what my Verse ramps up to. They'd have to make Keg Smash and Purifying Brew scale a lot harder with haste. They don't scale well with haste at all. Like they get scaled by haste, but even if you haste stack, it's reducing your Keg Smash by like a second, which doesn't make a difference in your rotation at all. Or like it doesn't reward you for doing that. They need to just put a haste modifier on one of our abilities is if they wanted to make haste good, like make Keg Smash damage scale with haste or like black, I don't know. Like they'd have to do something like that, similar to like Windwalker where your Fist of Fury just straight up does more damage based on your haste percentage. Okay, so let me try changing this over to verse. I'm at 2 stacks, back down to 1, up to 2 again. Up to 3. Oh, maybe verse is actually just better. Because I'm getting about 2% increased damage per verse, one of these verse stacks, so like if you get 2 or 3 of them to proc, you're just straight up doing 5% more damage. And then if you're crit, I feel like crit needs to be more consistent for Celestial Fortune healing. So I think I play crit flask, run verse proc. Yeah, it's like straight up just like it's like 1.8 per or something like that. Like it's maybe a little less than that, but I'd rather have flexing verse than I have flexing crit. I think. And no, this is not something that you need to probably track, just in case anyone's wondering if you need to manage how many stacks you have. You just play it and pray. Yeah, I think verse might be better. I think it depends on your stat breakdown. Like if you're super heavy on crit and you don't have a lot of verse, maybe it's good to stack verse. But if you're low on crit, maybe it's good to actually have like that ramping crit. But my gear is like relatively optimized. I think the only thing that I want is I want a different cloak for a little bit more crit, but my guild's not re-clearing, so just like never gonna have it. Realms are still offline. Holy cow. What should I do? Should I work on my alts a bit, or should I just send a key on my monk? I feel like my warrior, paladin, and DH need love, but I feel like my DK and D8 or guardian are in a good spot. We'll do some hunts, I think. I think that was my plan. Oh wait, I should have an item in my vault. I got the mega set Mulligan. Damn, that's the worst thing I could have gotten. Unlucky. It's okay. We'll take some coins. All right. I lied. I want to do a key. We'll see how it feels, and then if PTR isn't back up, I'll probably dip, and then I'll just like maybe I'll stream later tonight. Maybe I'll do a second stream and I'll stream some PTR stuff. But if servers aren't up, then can't really do much about it. Part of me wants to do my key to try to push it up, but part of me just wants to. Try running Maya Sara. I feel like some of my talents might be messed up, maybe? Let's see if I get invited by this group. It is a phys comp group, so I'd be surprised if they don't invite me, but also I get it. Warbean, Solani, and Noob Egg. This is the squad, I guess. See if they find a Resto Shaman. Thank you for the invite. He said, thank you for the content, and you're welcome. No problemo. Oh, should I turn this quest while I'm waiting? Hey, Shaw, long-time lurker. Wanted to say I've always been a tank main. BDK P-War. But recently decided to try Brew. Your videos have made a difference in your gameplay and survivability. Thanks, man. Oh, no problem, dude. I'm glad glad they're helpful. I definitely plan on like revisiting some of my older videos and like re-upping them, like a lot, like my masterclass series. I was like looking at it last night. I was like reviewing my old content, trying to figure out what I want to do. And now that I have more time on my hands, I want to like take a look at those series again because I know I promised that in the past, and I want to get it going again because some of that stuff's really outdated. But I'm glad it's helpful. Brewmaster is a very, very fun tank. Might be weird doing keys in the middle of the afternoon. If I had to pinpoint, it was your advice to use Purifying Brew when a high stagger, low health. That made a huge difference. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Yeah, that is that video. That video was very good. Um, I think out of all the tips that I could ever give any Brewmaster player, like experienced or new, that's like the tip. So yeah, I'm glad it was helpful. It's like it's the secret to how brews can heal for a lot, but also have like their agency over their own health. I just I see too many times where brews start purifying over and over again for like damage, or they think they're in danger when they're not. And when you can get very deliberate about when you press that button, oh, it's so good. All right, so I think I want to run. I don't need Soothe. I don't need Transcendence. I don't really need Shortened Ring. I don't think. It's not good enough to really like warrant taking. And play this for sure. I should probably stock up. What did I say? I was gonna run Crit Flask, right? I know I have some of these already, but we'll do that. I love how it's all about base kit and not dependent on cooldowns. Yeah, it's a pretty relaxed tank when it comes to that because I think every other tank kind of requires you to CD plan. Vengeance maybe not so much. It's like a little bit more send it whenever it's up, but yeah, Brew's nice for that. It's like really funny because I'll be like talking to Paladin players or like BDK players, and they're like the way that they have to like plan and think about everything. I'm just like, man, dude, I just like run it down mid. It's different because like Brew's worried about things that other tanks don't worry about, but then they don't worry about the things that other tanks are. So for example, like tank busters. Like tank busters have almost no effect on you because stagger is OP, and most tanks have to worry about tank busters, but Brewmaster has to worry about all of the individual auto attacks and damage that's coming in from moment to moment when in combat, where every other tank is kind of immune to that damage. So it's a unique perspective, and there's a reason why a lot of Brewmaster players stick to Brew, and there's a lot of reasons why other tank mains will play every other tank but Brewmaster, because Brewmaster is just like a weird tank. It's also strange because Brewmaster can be carried by a good healer, like very easily. A good healer can just funnel healing into a Brew, and a Brew might think they're doing the right thing and playing well, but it's really your healer who's like putting you on his nice strong back or her nice strong back. I feel like Brew is just a vibe tank. You just play it as wait, hold on, holy cow, I can't English. You just play it almost as just how it vibes instead of planning every little bit. Yeah, you just vibe. It's a vibe tank. Yeah, it's you'll know if you're doing your job right if you're out healing the healer. If you're out healing the healer from like on trash pulls, then you're probably doing your job right. If you're not out healing your healer, you're probably doing your job wrong. Now there's nuance to that, right? Like if there's a lot of group damage and not that much tank damage in a certain pull, like let's say it's you're pulling like 3 targets and there's like a mob that's doing like a ton of group damage, like AoE. Obviously, yeah, your healer's gonna out heal you. But like first pull of Seed of the Triumvirate, I've seen healers out heal the healer or the out heal brewmasters in the first pull, and I'm like, that's not. You should be doing like 300k HPS as a brewmaster in the first pull of Seed. That's a slight exaggeration, but like you should be doing a ton of healing. Alrighty, let me fast forward through this song because it's gonna put me to sleep, and then I will be right back. Hopefully, this group finds a healer soon. It sounds like they have a healer coming, but we'll see. I'm assuming this isn't Brazil. I might play a little bit tankier just so my nah, fuck it, we go full damage. Fuck it. Nothing matters. It is a bug. My group is generally a late they all work during the day. I shouldn't say all of them, but some of them work during the day. And when we do game, it's normally later at night. And the sessions are really weird. Like we'll do like 2 keys, and we'll take a little bit of a break. Then we'll do like 2 keys, then we'll take another break. Or sometimes we do 7 keys in a row. It just like kind of depends on what people are feeling. But I believe couple of them are at work right now. And I don't know if even we plan on playing today, but if we do push, which I think we're going to push one more time before the end of the season or try to, um, we're going to go for slightly faster timers in our 23s. And then we also want to try to get Rizal 23, but I don't know, like, we're not like crazy committed. I don't think so. And then I think after this week, I think we're just done. I think we're mostly done for the season unless we can find a healer to play with, but it's hard to find a healer because our expectations are super high. Okay, so the realm lists are back, but everything's still offline. So that is a good sign, but all right. Crit flask. We'll get our little thing enchanted with an oil. We'll oil up. I will log this just to see. Was Brew much harder on the War Within? Because I believe them being good at healing themselves is new in Midnight, right? They've been good at healing only if you were purifying correctly, but now you have additional sources of healing that definitely help out a lot. And you also had more celestial absorb value. Thank you for test warrior tank. Yeah, no problem. I'll be doing a lot more testing. Servers are still down, so we'll be testing some more later. Um, Now your celestial infusion is now a smaller percentage, and vital flame and your refreshing drink are a lot more. So you have a lot more passive healing in your kit. But I would say they're like relatively equal. Just the breakdown is different. The class is also just simpler to play. We also had a lot more niche defensives back in the day. Like we used to have like diffuse magic and Zen med, which a lot of players were like not super great at using, and it was like very, 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 very niche. Like Zen med, 60% DR, but it gets canceled when you take an auto attack. So you had to like time it for specific tank busters, and you had to use it like the millisecond it was about to go off. Oh, he's marking himself with blue. What do I mark myself as then? Moon? This group needs to go, man. I want to blast. I want to hit keys. Yeah, some people use it for that. I guess orange. I normally do blue. You know, all 19s on your warrior tank and 220 keys. I don't know. I'm screwed for seat in AA. You should check out topics on YouTube. I think he has a bunch of like 20 commentaries up that you can maybe learn from. Maybe that'll give you a little bit more confidence. That could be pretty good. It's a good lust. We lusted at the right time. I'm gonna just send this here. Oh, big chain heal there. That's good. Chain heal is pretty good. I don't like that these bears are fucking me. I feel like I need to close my PTR. It's messing with my performance. Did I miss my kick? It's a very early link, but we like it. We like it. Good shockwave. I'm so rusty. I keep missing kicks. I'm washed. I'm washed. This rogue is on top of locking down these kicks. It's very good. I'm gonna stand in this. Good bear form. Yes, let's go. Hexer's dead. Guardian's super healthy still. What the heck? Oh, I'm gonna be dry here in about 3 seconds. I get one reset. I guess I'm not dry at all. Dodge the roar. No, the bleed. That's good. Can I get a chi burst off here? Bam. Let's get a little reduction here. I don't know why I just taught it a labor, but that's all right. Yeah, that ring boop in that last pull was kind of nuts. That guy flew. there a patrolling labor at all, or did I get them all? I don't even know if I have the buff. I do, nice. Oh, yeah. Oh, Ursals. We love Ursals. What a talented rogue. That's unlucky. It looked like he started hitting the mouse before the rogue did, and it's just unlucky, I guess. That is a-okay. For some reason, this pack is spread out enough where Keg Smash doesn't hit all of them. It's a little annoying. Yeah, he kind of like just pounced on them, man. That's weird. You do this is a weird thing that not a lot of people know this, but you do more damage when you're alive. So if you wait just a second, you'll be good. It's some secret tech. Shadowbolt going off. That's okay. Elitist with their min maxes. Yeah, my bad. My bad. Oh, they killed the berserkers already. That's impressive. Oh. It's always scary at the start here. Nice. We should be playing in melee. Oh. GG. I think that's GG. We don't have res for a while. And someone just got launched. I saw the rainbow trail. There they are. Oh, I just did that for no reason. Doing a lot of heavy lifting right now, and it's not fun. All right, double bear. Let's go. Good. Fortunately, still no battle res, and I think he's just going to be buried in ice over there, so. This fight's probably going to take too long for us to. We'll see. I mean, timer's pretty lenient. We'll see how it goes. We'll feel it out. Yeah, I think the problem is feral druids often get used to playing with a rogue, and so they open early. But I don't know, man. I think I don't know. Oh, we just sent Lustier. Fuck it, why not? Why did he go so far? I guess they're still kind of stacked, but are none of these guys playing dwarf? Next pull's going to be rough. All right, we're only a minute 30 behind. It's not too bad, actually. Surely we'll get a kick, right? Okay, nope. I'll get it. I'm so confused. The rogue marked the mini boss with his kick icon? The mini boss doesn't have an interrupt, my dude. It doesn't feel like we're targeting either of the right mobs. And we pulled the caster. Nice. This is very uncomfortable. I guess we keep going. Link and Purge. Or sit on Link and just raw dog it. Good, good, good. Oh, unlucky. That's all right. Where do you rank MC for the season? I think it's one of the better dungeons they've had. Yeah, I would put it up there. It's probably my favorite dungeon to run. So I'd rank it like S tier, if not high A. Like there's a couple of issues I have with it, but not many. That was spooky. Also, why are these tornadoes so like sideways? What add-ons do you use for the center look you have? Right now it's Arc UI and Midnight Simple Uniframes, but I plan on actually swapping to Ellesmere UI in the near future, potentially if I like it. The Insta Onco's crazy. In terms of the yeah, everything else is pretty much I feel like base, but I don't know why the like what's the rogue why is the rogue marking the rogue's marking like his kill target, I think? His focus, but like why are you setting focus to the kill mob? He's an outlaw rogue. Like yeah, he should be hitting the kill mob, right? But like normally players do set focuses. Right, so you set focus to a mob so you don't have to target the thing you're trying to kill, and then you can just kick it whenever it's casting, and that's why I'm confused. It's just, like, kinda odd. Please kick, please kick, please kick, or don't. That's good. Thank you. I think this is timeable. They're gonna lust late, right? You lust late on this boss, and then we just do one bridge pull. Like, I think we're okay on time. I think it'll be tight, though. Like, I don't think it's gonna be, like, a walk in the park free key. It was the gnarled in. It was the guy who has no kick. If Rogue very good, he'll cloak this first one. If Rogue not very good, he won't, but that's okay. Wow, nifty. Oh, please. Okay. Oh, nice. And we got the guys on top of the boss during the intermission. That's very good for Warrior. Crazy that no one kicked there. Did we? Oh, we did. Did we lust at intermission? Is that what happened? Kind of an insane lust, low key. Oh, he's going to Typhoon. Nice. Get the cross. Good. We blast his shield. Oh, I'm so excited. With Master of Harmony, do you ever end up just everything on CD and only Tiger Palm? Yeah, every once in a while, but that's fine. You can send a couple raw Tiger Palms. Oh, no. I didn't want this warrior in this pull, but I guess we're just going to have to deal with it. Uh... Let's go, team. What are we doing? That guy will port eventually, I think. There it is. Yep. So the boss has ads spawning in like the same order every time. It's this close pillar here first, and then it's the second one. Then it goes third, and it just rotates clockwise. How do you play with default nameplates? You get used to it, and also like it's kind of obvious, right? Like the not top nameplates generally gnarled, and it's also casting things. And then like it's like I don't really care to know that those are warriors, you know, because like they're just fodder mobs. They don't do much. All right, guys, you guys can kill that whenever you'd like. Uh, it's very unfortunate that we're gonna have to like single target down some bats, but should be okay. That bat will come in eventually. You don't have to kick that. Don't kick screeches. What are you doing? Yeah, but default nameplates, yeah, they kind of suck. But I once you play with them long enough, you kind of get used to it. Someone ran through. No, no. I don't know what pulled there. I don't think it was me. But someone walked through one of these things and it pulled, I think. And then also like no distract. And you need to distract there. You can't just walk by. You need to, yeah. Well, that's all right. No, maybe it's my odor. Maybe it's the odor. I do prefer rest. I generally prefer Resto Shaman. Resto Druid is also very good. I don't think I've ever played with a good Resto Druid in like a serious season. Like I've played with our Druid and they feel great, but I've never played with one where like, yeah, I don't know. Kind of depends. Boom. Oh, it's just not working anymore. Unlucky. Okay. It's gonna like upload the log and see what the uptime was, but I'm sure it was decent. How far do you have to fall for that this thing to open? Is it higher than this? Interesting. That's weird. I don't know if servers will be up. I can check, but if not, I might have to go so I can go pick up my dog from the vet. Servers are still down. Unlucky. So up until that point in that key, though, I was doing 162K overall. That feels really good. Dude, I'm doing, dude, 10% leech healing as Brewmaster feels so good, by the way. It's actually so much damage. All right, so my plan is, so servers are still down. I have to pick up my dog from the vet in like 30 minutes, so I'm gonna probably just be done streaming now. Um, if there's any massive changes on the PTR, like class tuning changes, I'll probably do a video today, like I'll rush a video to get it out today. If not, I'll like continue like ranking the video or ranking the not ranking the dungeon, but like doing overview dungeons or dungeon overview videos, and then yeah, we'll kind of see. Is that the typical damage breakdown? Um, yes. So your Tiger Palm, depending on if you're looking at logs versus in game, what ends up happening is logs combine your Tiger Palm and Harmonic Surge into one. And that's why your Tiger Palm might look way higher. Your rotation should still just always be Keg Breath, Blackout Tiger as often as possible. So yeah, your breakdown should look like this in some capacity. You should have as similar casts as possible. Your Tiger Paw might be a little bit higher, and your Keg Smash might be a little bit higher than the counterparts of those abilities, which is Breath of Fire and Blackout Kick. Because you'll have some moments where you're hitting Tiger Palm just because you have nothing else to hit, and there's also moments where you just Keg Smash off of resets for Harmonic Surge stacks versus going always Keg Breath. Um, I would say my Chi Burst should be a little bit higher, but yeah, this should be like a normal damage breakdown, I would say. Yeah, that group's damage was actually decent. It's just we were having a couple of deaths here and there. Ro could have been a lot higher too. He was just like dead for the full first boss. Newbig also died on a larger pack where normally I think at least my feral that I play with berserks, so who knows? 32% of the warrior's damage is one button. That's kind of crazy. Some dungeons will look different though. Like if you have a smaller pull dungeon, like something like I don't know, Magister's Terrace, this might look a little different. Or like Skyreach, your damage breakdown will look a little different. All right. I think that's it for me, though. I think I'm gonna go because I gotta go pick up my little perrito. Still not up, so we'll see. Hopefully, it's up in the next couple hours so I can start testing. But thanks so much for watching, and I will catch you all super soon. Peace out. Take care.